It's called Your Honor. It's a really good limited series, mini series that they got out. Um,
The shit's
what's his
called White
name?
Privilege.
The actor in it. But anyway, it's really good. It's a really
What?
good
Walter White.
series.
Bryan Cranston is his name.
Um, this episode, which is episode 4, I think, was really like it was all over the place, but it was together too. Like it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like with any other series that I'm watching, I always could predict something. I always got something to say where I could say where I think it's headed to or whatever. With this, Your Honor, I don't got that. I didn't have that with the Undoing neither, but that's another topic. But I don't have that with Your Honor. It was really it was really crazy.
So it moves kind of slow. I think they could have put everything into like one thing, like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think
They could have.
because I feel like what's going to ultimately happen um, would have been a good ending to a movie.
You know what it
But
reminds me of? Now that you say that, it reminds me a little bit of that series on HBO, The Night of.
hmm it's the same
That was
person that
good
made
too.
that.
That was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was good too.
I think it's the same person who made that, if I'm not
I think
mistaken.
so too. I
Is
think
it?
so too. I think so too. Yep.
hmm I
Yeah.
like
I
that
mean,
show. It did be having me feeling some type of way that.
the and that's because I asked you guys in the group text. I was like, because it's able to evoke a certain emotion, whether it's anger, disgust, whatever. Does that mean it's a good show? Because I mean, they have managed to piss me off for the first 4 episodes. Is it now?
Yes.
hmm
Yes.
Every one of them pissed me off.
Yes. Yes.
So I
And
mean,
I'm just mad. I'm actually just mad right now that the son ain't had an asthma attack since that shit. Like all of this stuff is going on, and he was having the worst asthma attack when that shit
It,
happened. And all of this shit is going on right now. You ain't had not one breathing problem. I don't like that.
yeah, but he told that girl that he killed him. So
Yeah. And she said, don't be telling me that. You can't be telling me this. He want to tell everybody. You seen him go into the courtroom and stand there like he was on trial. He wants to tell that he did it.
because he
His
know it's wrong.
father.
He know it's wrong for that little boy that had taken the fall for that. He know it.
It
And
is.
and
the
now he
thing that
found out he
the
got
thing that kills
tortured.
me, the thing that kills me is that there's people out there like Bryan Cranston's character who you think they are just a pillar of society.
Mm-hmm.
They make themselves look good, like they're such a good person.
Yes.
But when it comes down to it, you'll throw anybody under the bus to save you and yours. Anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the fucked up thing is? He would have got off for that. This man was having an asthma attack.
Yeah.
He was having an asthma. It was really an accident. It was
Yeah,
really an accident. It was an accident.
ain't that the craziest thing about it all?
Mm-hmm.
It was an accident. Instead of going the right route with his dad being a judge, of course he wasn't going to do no time anyway. They went all the way left with the bullshit,
They
and
did.
then drug an innocent black boy in to the system and just threw him away, just dispose of him. And like right now, that's a touchy subject for me.
Then they blew up his house too.
And
Yeah,
I
because
at the end of last episode, I'm like, why did y'all have to do all that? We seen at the beginning, okay, y'all got y'all's retribution or whatever by killing him. Spoiler alert. Why did y'all have to blow up that house with the mom and the kids in there?
Because
yes,
man, it's the mom. She's grieving, man. The mom
the
went to
mom
shit.
is the real boss. She's like, do something. She knew exactly what she was doing.
She was
She
talking sick. And you
Yes,
ain't did nothing yet.
yes. Like she wanted the whole world to see a retaliation. Um, Kofi being killed in jail wasn't enough for her.
Mm-mm.
Like that wasn't enough for her.
And her son did it.
And her son did it.
But it still wasn't enough.
Mm-mm.
No, because she thinking it's some gang shit.
Now I wonder how, because we know everything got to come to a head, so they gonna find out that the boy Kofi ain't really do it. Now what y'all gonna do after that?
Well, I think the dad already know because of the inhaler.
Yeah, because
And that's why I think
they're
the dad
him and
was
his
trying to be
boys is
cool.
doing like an investigation outside of what the mom even knows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was trying to be cool until everything came back. Because they basically said they knew whose inhaler it was. They just waiting for the DNA to come back.
There is like bits and pieces that's left out there, like that rag that he found under the dog was trying to get to the last couple of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That inhaler, that ball, that baseball that now uh
The brother
Kofi's
got
brother has. Like you know what I'm saying? Those are all little tidbits
either
that
even
needs
the mother-in-law with her saying that she went to the grave there and there wasn't nothing there.
the day
Mhm.
of. Yeah, because that's the day
But
that the accident
but
happened.
at the same time, that one would be easy because all he could say is that he went after she did.
No,
Why you say no? She ain't gonna
because
stay at the grave
because
all day.
because Brian Cranston already said the son was lying. He was like, "I apologize for him lying."
Oh well, I felt like he didn't even have to say all that. He could have remedied that. If he would have been like, oh well, what time did you go? Cause and she would have been like 2 o'clock. Oh well, we didn't get there till like 5. Oh, okay,
Yeah, he
could
was
I
like,
did that?
I apologize for him lying. We were so embarrassed we missed the day or we forgot the day.
No, and that's the part I feel like will get them hemmed up.
Like,
Because you
Mhm.
yeah,
still could have said you went the same day. You just went later than she did.
but even
Do
I
y'all
thought the
remember that
detective
lady
was
that
going
was
to
his neighbor that was sitting on the porch? She watched everything. That lady that was sitting on, they didn't show her face. They just showed her feet. Her eating peanuts or whatever on her porch. It's the judge's neighbor. She lives across the street, and you know when he went to go steal the car, Kofi went to go steal the car. It was broad daylight. It was a point that he made for people to see him that day. Like people seen him.
Mm-hmm.
So the shit just don't add up. It don't add up.
It
And I
don't.
wanted to say, when shit don't add up, it's a lie. Okay. And people covering up, you tell a lie after a lie to cover up the lie you just told or whatever. But regardless of all of that shit, if your foundation is not solid and you ain't standing on the truth, that's just gonna crumble. Period. It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what. No matter how you look at it, especially if you got people like the detective, like he told his son, like she's not with us, like
yeah.
she's a cop, like she's a detective, and she knows something ain't right.
Mm-hmm. And please believe that lawyer too. Now she gonna want justice because
Right.
now there is somebody who she believes to be innocent of a crime who was now killed in jail. She definitely is gonna be trying to get to the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
It's
So
deep.
they
It's
they got
deep.
a whole lot on their hands right now.
Yeah, it's definitely an emotional jerker, because
Yeah.
I'm like, you know,
But it
and
just another thing that like really upset me is how there's a black dude in power who was willing to sacrifice a young black boy for his friend.
so that's what I wanted to come back to. It's him. What the fuck is going to be his repercussions on this? Because that shit's coming back to him too.
They're going to be enemies.
Well, he's running for mayor, so of course y'all seen him even promising the one dude, when I become mayor, if you want to be my police chief, you gonna have to keep them basketball hoops up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you making promises to people. now you haven't even been elected. Maybe he feels like he's a shoe in. I don't know, but
He's not a shoe in.
See
He's not a
me,
shoe in.
what I think is going to happen is Brian. He's going to kill Brian Cranston. He's going to have Brian Cranston killed.
you think?
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
Um,
Brian Cranston's
I don't
going.
know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen, and I'm trying to see what's going to happen because I really don't know.
I think there's too many holes in his story, and he don't be, and the black dude gonna be like, I gotta tap these loose ends.
You think the black dude will end up working with the mob and telling them?
That or getting one of the gang members to kill him.
Because at the end of the day, somebody has to save their ass.
Mm-hmm.
So they both of them, they all got to save their ass. So it's definitely worth the watch. If nobody's watching it out there, Your Honor is a good watch.
It's a
Definitely. Yeah. It's deep. It's deep.
I like that show.
It is the very if because this is the last thing I'll say, I think. But it is like you understand, like in your mind and the things that you read and stuff, you understand that there is a certain level of white privilege. But this right here, it's like I'm really watching it like, and this is how it works. Like,
And that shit's real. That shit is happening
wait,
every
well, that is
day.
how it works anyway.
That shit is happening every day. That shit's real. That shit's real. That shit's happening every day. And it's really
Boy.
sad and scary, especially if you got sons out here. If you just got kids out, you out here, period. Because it could happen to a kid. And which this case, Kofi, did they ever say his age? How old was he?
17.
17, 17. So yeah, a kid
It
just
was
away.
it was bad too because he decided to turn away from telling because of the mob boss. I really think the mob boss wouldn't have did anything crazy just because of the state that he's in right now. That's
I feel like the dad really thinks that it was an accident. That's why he's so pissed that the mom keeps bringing up shit, telling him to do shit, and he was slow to react, and he got his own little side investigation going on because it was really an accident. Like it was.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but banning that motorcycle was a bonehead thing to do. I will say that.
I
Why?
wouldn't. I mean, that's his kid.
Why, Tommy?
Young, he's too young.
How old was his son?
Probably like 17.
I feel like he's around the same age too.
We
Yeah, I
was
think they
riding
all
mini
are.
bikes and stuff younger than 17.
That wasn't a mini bike. That was like a motorcycle, wasn't it?
I mean,
A motorbike, yeah.
they're cousins.
I just feel like the speed that you could get a reach on that, you got to be real responsible to own one of those.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault.
It
It
was
was not his
accident.
fault. It was an accident. It was
It
an
was an accident.
accident.
It was
It
an
was really
accident.
an accident. And I mean, dude was having an asthma attack. Like he was legit having an asthma attack. He was having trouble breathing,
Mm-hmm.
which he ain't had since. And I ain't seen no goddamn inhaler. So I got a problem with that.
Well, he did have one sense, but it was under the pressure of his father talking to him, and then remember his dad had to hurry up and run and then get the inhaler out the
Yeah,
door.
yeah, 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 yeah. That one time. You
Yeah, I
right.
don't
You
know if
right.
his asthma attacks are anxiety induced or what, but
Oh well, I feel like maybe the kid. This just came to me. Maybe the kid is just gonna find a way. He's gonna turn himself in or whatever, and everybody else is gonna go to jail. He's gonna expose everything because he's not in agreement with what his father is doing. Because his
he's
father is
not.
keeping him
He's
out
not.
the
But
loop.
at the same time, like somebody, a few somebodies have already lost their life behind this lie.
Hmm.
Like multiple
His
people
grandma
have lost their lives behind this lie.
and his grandma is the senator. Remember they kept calling her Miss Senator or whatever. She's
Mm-hmm.
the senator.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep. It's deep. It's really deep. So if anybody is not, if you guys need something good to watch, catch up on Your Honor on Showtime, because it's definitely
It's good.
It's good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's knowledge on that beat.